My name's Lars Anderson. I'm the Vice President of Information Technology for Phillip Jeffries, which is a wall-covering importer, manufacturer, and distributor based in Fairfield, New Jersey. I have worked in many different companies over the years, but came to the US in '96, and then about 7 years ago joined Phillip Jeffries. Originally, I actually came on board to do an ERP implementation, have overseen that, and then over time have taken over the rest of the IT provision in the company. So the previous partner was a lot smaller. We really had a single point of contact. There was a project manager involved, not deeply, so we were really working more or less with a single consultant. They did have other people, but we ran into, again and again, limitations. They typically didn't have the depth of bench, is the phrase that we used at the time. So we were forced to queue projects up one after the other when this single resource was available. So the really big thing for us with ArcherPoint was to get a much broader group of talent that we could draw on and then work with a much more professional company as well. Yeah, so I'm going to speak about one, which is international order streamlining. So we have a number of companies outside the United States, but we do centralized warehousing. Everything is fulfilled really out of the US facility. What this means then is that our international companies have to create a sales order in issue a purchase order to get that from headquarters, reserve the stock in the US against another sales order, and then the whole chain has to go back again. And this meant that in our London office, we're actually keeping 3 companies open at a time. So they were looking into 3 different databases, 3 different companies, and trying to correlate these documents between the different companies. Together with ArcherPoint, we designed a system whereby we were looking across from one company into another company and being able to make those reservations and create the orders on the other side automatically. So just as a rough estimate, we believe that it took on average about 12 minutes per order. Though some of these orders would require, let's say, up to 40 minutes, we are now down at about 2 minutes per order. Other great thing here is the accuracy and the amount of rework is much reduced as well. So ArcherPoint provided all the technical muscle for that and did a fantastic job. So that was a project that finished on time, on budget, to schedule, and to spec. So it was fantastic. We try to be entrepreneurial but professional, and I think that's very similar to ArcherPoint. Have a fantastic family feel, very open, very professional, nevertheless. So we can get right to the core of a discussion and move things forward very quickly. So that's what I appreciate most with ArcherPoint. Right now we're on NAV 2017, and we will most probably be going to Business Central. There's a lot of work to be done before we make that decision, but the expectation is that ArcherPoint would be assisting us with that. And the last thing I'll add is it's just a fantastic group of people in ArcherPoint. Everyone I've spoken to or ever had to deal with, they've been so helpful, so friendly, and just so open. So it makes working on projects together a delight.